Hello, my dear students. This is Sonia Akhtar, lecturer, Department of English, Milestone College. How are you? I wish you all are fine. You have to continue your study by staying at home. And for this reason, I'm here for taking your English second paper class. And today's topic is, can anyone guess which one is the topic of today's class? Can anyone? Yes, it's CV writing. Do you know the full form of CV? Anyone? Yes, you are right. Exactly. It's curriculum vitae. Why it is necessary? Can anyone say what is the importance of CV writing? Or how can you will be benefited by writing CV? Yes, it's another name, that is job application, right? For getting a good job or any kind of job, you have to submit a CV. Can anyone say how many parts of CV writing? Just guess it. Yes, 2 parts. First one, cover letter and CV. So, cover letter, you also can call it as application. You have to submit an application and CV. But there is difference between CV, cover letter and application. So that it is cover letter. Okay, you should know this one. And before going to know how to write it, you should know the importance of CV writing. After completing your education or graduation, you have to get a good job. For getting a good job, you have to submit an application and with CV. So that it's so much important in your life. For this reason, you have to know this CV, how to write it, what are the rules of writing CV, how many rules you have to follow, how many parts of a CV, which points are important. You should know this one. Okay, and you also should know in your second paper syllabus, you will get a CV writing. And you have to write that one. For answering CV, you will get how many marks? Can anyone say? Can anyone? How many marks for CV writing? Yes, you will get 8 marks. You will get 8 marks for writing a CV in your second paper. Okay. So you should learn how to write a CV, how to write a cover letter, and you should know the writing pattern and the most important points to write a CV. Okay, if you follow all the rules of writing a CV and cover letter, then you will get good marks in CV writing. So let's know what are the rules of writing a CV. For CV writing, the most important facts to know, first of all, that is how to write a cover letter. That means you should know how to write a cover letter. You should know all the rules of writing a cover letter. And then second point, how to write a curriculum vitae. Okay, then how to write a CV. You should know the writing pattern or answering pattern or the rules of cover letter and curriculum vitae. It is very important to know about cover letter as it will be considered as job application. So, what is called a cover letter? Can anyone say? Exactly, I have written here. A cover letter is a one-page application. Just think about this. It should be an application within one page that explains to the hire manager why you are an ideal candidate for the job. Here, it expresses or explains to your higher manager why you are an ideal candidate or why you are fit for the job. So that this cover letter is the most important fact. And here I have written you have to write within 1 page. Okay, for getting good marks you have to write a cover letter within 1 page. Okay, for cover letter you should know the basic structure of writing a cover letter. First, introduction. Write to get the attention of hiring authority and explain why you want the job. This is the introduction. Okay, you have to write. You have to write the higher authority and you have to write for taking their attention. Okay. After knowing the introduction, then you have to write the body part. At least 2 paras including your education, working experience, skills, and why you are fit for this job. Okay, you have to highlight your education and working experience that higher authority can show their curiosity about you. And then ending part that you have to ask for the interview, for facing the interview. Okay, dear students, this is how you have to write a cover letter. First, you have to start by using date like 29th April 2021. Then you have to write the salutation, that is the principal or the headmaster or the managing director or manager, like this, to whom you have to write this job application. If you are asked to write the post of a lecturer, then you have to write it the principal. If you are asked to write for the post of a senior teacher, then you have to write here the headmaster. Or if you are asked to write about any private company, then you have to write the director or managing director. Clear? And then name of institution. If you have written here the principal, then you have to write the name of the college or any organization to which you have to apply. And then you have to write the address of that institution you are willing to apply yourself as a candidate here. And then you have to make space and then you have to write subject. Don't write here SUB, short form of subject. You have to write the full form of subject, SUBJECT, subject. And here you have to write the subject. Application for the post of what? Application for the post of according to your demand of the question. If you are asked to write for the post of a lecturer, if you are asked to for the post of a receptionist, then you have to write the post of a receptionist or for the post of a lecturer, like this. Okay. Then sir or madam. You can write here sir or you can write here madam. If you are asked to write the headmistress, then you have to write madam according to the demand of your question. Then you have to write in response to your advertisement published in the name of a daily newspaper. You can write here the Daily Star, the Daily Observer, this type of name of the newspapers, on date. Which date? You have to mention a date. Of course, before 29th April. As you have written this job application on 29th April, you have to write the previous date. Okay. Then you have to write why you are fit for this one. Like, I would like to offer myself as a candidate for the post. Then you have to write the name of the post according to the demand of your question. Okay, if you are asked to write for the post of a lecturer, then you have to write the name of that post. Okay, I hope my educational qualification and experiences will fulfill your demand for the post of a lecturer or a receptionist or marketing manager. According to your demand, you have to fulfill this one. Then second para, I am looking forward to hearing from you and hope that I will be called for an interview shortly. I already have told you that you have to ask for an interview. This is the ending part of this application. And then sincerely yours, then write your name. If your name is mentioned in your CV, then you have to use that name, or you can write your name here. Then last part, that is enclosure, CV and other documents. You can write here attachment also. Okay, what is a CV? You should know this one also. A CV is the shortened form of Latin phrase curriculum vitae, means course of life. Is the detailed document including professional and educational history. Here for CV you have to describe your all the information including personal detail, professional informations and educational backgrounds. All history are included in your CV. To highlight a CV. Important points to highlight a CV. You should know in your CV you have to show something. You have to show some of your qualifications here. First, personal information. You have to write your father's name, mother's name, blood group. Like this type of informations you have to include in your CV, that anyone can easily know about your personal life. Then educational qualification. You have to show your educational qualification, SSC, HSC, then a BBA, MBA or honors. Okay, this type of qualification you can show your educational qualification. There you have to show in which year you have passed, in which subject, and what is your result. You will show here all the informations of your educational background in educational qualification. Address. You have to show your address here. You have to write your address, your permanent address, your mailing address or present address. You have to write here. Then experience. This is another important point you have to show in your CV. That is you are experienced. You have been working for 5 years or 6 years in that organization. For writing a CV, you have to start in the middle of your writing page. Okay, in the middle of your page you have to write curriculum vitae. You can write here CV also. If you write curriculum vitae, please write carefully the spellings also. Then you have to write your name, your address, contact number and email address. You can write in the middle of your page, answer script. Then write your personal details or personal informations here. First, you have to write father's name. Then you have to write mother's name. I already have told you this type of personal information you have to include in your CV. Then present address, permanent address, date of birth. Most important fact, you have to write here date of birth, about keeping in your mind that you are you already have passed your all the exams, you have completed your graduation and you are experienced for 3 or 5 years in another organization, working experience. So according to that view, you have to write your date of birth. Some students have made this type of mistakes, that you are the student of class 9 and you have written here your own birthday, but whenever you have written your educational qualification, their passing years are totally different. That someone is written here date of birth 2003 and SSC 2005. No, this type of mistakes is not allowed. Okay, you have to be careful about writing your date of birth, as it is the most important fact. And then marital status, always try to write here unmarried. Always try to write here unmarried. Don't write here single. You should write here unmarried. And religion, Islam or Hindu, in which religion you belong to, you have to write here the name of that religion. Nationality, Bangladeshi. And then NID number, you can write your NID number. Some students here ask that, Miss, we don't have any NID number. No, we are not asking for your own NID number, as you are the student of class 9. You don't have that one. But as you are the candidate of a post, a candidate for any post, then you have to show that you are a graduate. So you have that NID number. So you can write some digits for writing NID number. Educational qualification. You can draw a box or you can write in detail. But it is preferable to draw a box. At first, you should write the name of exam. Then you should write board or university. Then group or subject. Then result. And then passing year. First of all, you should write your post-graduation, MA or MBA or MSc. Then graduation, BA, BBA or BSc. Then HSC and SSC. Then for board and university, for MA and BA, you have to write the name of university. Here I have written Dhaka University. You also can write here. And for HSC and SSC, you have to write the name of a board. Okay, here I have written Dhaka. You also can write it or another board. Then group or subject. For your graduation and post-graduation, you have to use the subject according to the demand of the post. If you are asked to write for the post of a lecturer, then a lecturer in English, then you have to write subject's name, that is English. Or if you are asked to write a CV for the post of a marketing manager, then according to that demand you have to write here subject. Then for HSC and SSC, you can write science, humanities or business studies. You can write. Then result. For graduation and post-graduation, you can write 3.50 out of 4. And HSC, SSC, you should write GPA 5. And the most important thing, that is passing year. You have to be careful about writing passing year. We already have written our date of birth. Following that one, we have to write our SSC year. SSC passing year I have written here 2011. Then after 2 years, you have to pass HSC in 2013. Then for graduation, you have to take 4 years. Here I have written 2017. And for post-graduation, you have to need 1 year. Clear? This is how you have to use your passing year. So be careful about writing your educational background. Skill, that in which topic you are expert, you have to write here. You have to show here skills. Like fluency in English, you can write fluently and speak in English. This type of skills you have to write here. Or you are expert in MS Word or computer. You have to write this type of skills here. And then experience. This is the most important fact. You have to show your experience here. For this reason, we have used our educational qualification, the passing years in 2017. That you can show your experience for 5 years. Okay. Then your interest, you can write here reading, writing, traveling, like this type of words you can use as your interest. You can show here, you can show your hobby here. Okay, and then reference, the most important fact you have to show, you have to use two references, and which parts are important here. First, name, you have to write the name of that person, of any person, and then write his designation, like manager or director, like this type of designation you have to show here. Then institution, on which organization he is working for, that organization, and then his contact number. This is the part of reference, and you have to show two reference here. Just think about this. This is the most important fact. You have to write two references. Okay, and then signature. Signature is another important point, another important part of CV. Okay, it shows your individuality, so that you can write here signature. You can put your signature here. Dear students, this is how you have to write a CV with cover letter. If you follow all the rules of answering CV and cover letter, then you will get good marks. So you have to follow all the rules of writing cover letter as well as CV. You should be careful about writing personal detail and educational qualification. And you should be careful about writing all the points I have mentioned in my lecture. If you follow all the rules of writing CV, then you will get good marks in CV writing. Okay, just follow this class and you will get good marks. Okay, dear students, Allah Hafiz.